Fuck you, Squints.
Yo. Mic check. Get this camera right. There we go. I think that's good. How the hell are you? Squints615 live. We here. Sunday night. Back again. Promised I'd be here. I'm here. I don't even know how much I have to talk about, really. I've been talking all fucking day. We've done a lot of pods. Fun fact, shot a pod with Lex Top Dollar today. That was dope. Be on the lookout for that. It's a few weeks out, but you'll see it soon. Shout out to all y'all in here. However you're watching. I don't really know where I'm streaming at or how I'm streaming. But we going. We here. Yeah, this Friday is an internal pod. It's just me and Chad. It's funny as shit, though. And then next week is City and Twack. And then the following week is Lex. And we've got 3 scheduled this week. I mean, we fucking staying busy, bro. Always juggling. We literally had to hit the reset and like erase the calendar and refill it because it was like confusing. But we got to hold a thumb on it all now. Got some dope ones lined up too. Some dope shit. I would tell you all the names of those, but I don't want to like jinx them. It seems like every time we try to do something like that, we jinx it and it falls through at the last minute and we look silly. So we're not gonna do that. But got some dope shit planned. Chad Arms TV's got some dope ass interviews lined up too. We were talking about that today too. The pod with Lex is me, Chad, Lex, and O and E. It's dope as fuck. What up? What up? Shout out to everybody in the chat. The ones I see is Blue Collar Queen, Will J in here, KWB, Garen Lee, and whoever I may have missed before I started reading. I don't have it on full screen though, to my defense. I can't fucking read it. If it's not full screen on my end, I can't read the comments. I can just see y'all's names. I can see the comments, but I can't read them. I can't make them out. I guess I can make it full screen just so I don't have excuses, huh? There we go. It's full screen now. Yeah, shout out Lex for sure. Jet off the phone with Joy Band. We have some big things going on. Cool. Shout out Joy Band. Man, I heard a taste of, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. I heard, fuck. There's some shit coming that y'all have no fucking clue about. And that's easy for me to say and y'all not have a clue about it, but there's some shit coming that you guys would never, that you guys don't see coming. And it's about as big as it could get. Will J, you don't have a fucking clue. Fun fact, nobody here watching has any clue. Only the people that were here today do. Yep. Big shit popping. But I can't really speak on it because it's not for me to speak on. There's no real timeline attached to it, but just know that the developing stages are almost complete. And after that, you'll get an announcement about when and where. I'm not a rapper, bro. And I only rap on show and proof shit when I do rap. Everybody knows that, man. But O&E's new single, B.I.G., he released a small snippet of that last week. I don't know if y'all caught that. It was kind of under the radar. He didn't even really announce how it was going to drop. But he leaked a little snippet of the next single called B.I.G. That shit's so fire. I love that record. But I did hear... Damn, I can't speak on that either. I did hear a new song with Chad today featuring another artist. And I knew about the record. I knew it was coming. And I had heard the instrumental early on, but I heard the final record today. That's bananas. With or without the feature, that song's bananas. And we announced something on that podcast that you guys don't know about. But that's 3 weeks out, and I can't speak on that yet because it's 3 weeks out. Damn it. I hate when we do this shit. I hate when there's so much shit. I hate when there's things that are like on the brink of being discussed, but I can't discuss them just quite yet. But probably by next Sunday or the Sunday after, we'll be able to talk about these things in full to where they don't really matter. And you guys will be well aware and see it and then be bugging the shit out of us about when they're going to happen. But they're coming. Chad is a dope lyricist. Yeah, the Time Warp. Time Warp had us fucked up today on the pod, Miss Catherine. Because the pod we shot today is 3 weeks out, and we had to be cautious of the date while we record. And it's hard to do that, man. Like, when you record a podcast like a week out, it's okay. You can still stay relatively fresh about like current events and that kind of shit. But when you aim 3 weeks out, you got to be cautious of that kind of shit because when if you mention anything that's relatively close to the existing date, 3 weeks from now, it's damn near a month old. So there's really no point of talking about it. And sometimes that happens. And when it does, it kind of fucks up the pod. Here you go. Perfect example. Fun fact. The pod that's coming out Friday was actually supposed to come out next Friday. But I slip up and start talking about UFC 298. And UFC 298 just happened this past week. So if we waited 2 weeks for that pod to come out, you guys would immediately know that it was pre-recorded because, all of our pods are pre-recorded, but you guys would know that it was kind of aged at that point because I'm talking about something that happened 3 weeks ago. And that ain't how we do shit. So we swapped. And now next week pod comes out this week. Just for the fact of we talked about UFC. And plus City and Twax didn't really have a date on it. But there's an announcement on that one as well. Shout out Canna-Wealth Cannabis in Virginia. They're a new full-time affiliate of I Got Some Shit to Say. It's a wonderful relationship we're building. What the fuck is that shit? Why does shit like that pop up in lives? Like, look at that comment from that guy. What the fuck? I'm tired, man. Been a long week. Why do the weeks seem longer and the weekends seem shorter? I blink my eyes and the weekends are fucking over. Fun fact, tomorrow afternoon. We're shooting a new visual for one tomorrow. That'll be fun. I can't talk about the song, but it's new visual tomorrow from O&E. At least we're filming one tomorrow. We got a dope ass idea for some visuals too. We teamed up and did some scouting for some locations week before last, and tomorrow we're going to execute those tomorrow afternoon. Immediately ideally before sunset, but we'll see how that goes. I can't wait for fucking daylight savings time to kick back in. Ain't that's like about to happen, right? Like I think that happens like second or third week of March, where we get that hour back and then it's still daylight when the fucking sun goes down. Daylight when the sun goes down, that makes no sense. But at least it's like 6 p.m. at sunset rather than the sun going down at 4:17 p.m. Like that shit's depressing. And about this time of year is where you can see it, like it starts changing. Like sunset now is like fucking 5:30, but I like it late. I want that shit later. Hell yeah, we stay working. Big S&P. All we do is work. Y'all know me. We were talking about that the other day about when I implemented the like little call sign, like the intro. But I say the same shit at the beginning of every episode. And it was never really intentional. It just sort of happened. And I just caught myself saying it a few times in a row, and then now it's like a thing. But I don't know when it happened. It happened really early. It was probably like first 25 episodes, I would say. Or like you heard bits and pieces of it the first 25 episodes, and then it developed into what it is now. Like the forever and always thing with Worm, and y'all know me, fuck you, Squints, all that shit. It's the same shit every time. I always lip sing it when it plays and like my kids are around. I'll lip sing it, and they enjoy that. It makes them giggle. Shout out giggling. Had some good laughs today with Lex here. It's always good having Lex around. He dude stays so fucking busy. It's hard for him to get over here. In reality, he came over here today in his fucking work clothes, which surprised the shit out of me. Lex pulled up for a podcast today and didn't wear no diamonds. Like that don't even sound real, does it? Like that doesn't. He didn't come over here fresh to death and in his big boy truck and all that. The motherfucker pulled up in his work clothes and in the work truck. So let's get it in. Let's do this pod. And then said he was headed back to the job site when we got done. Shout out Lex, man. And one was a surprise to me. I didn't know one was going to be on the pod. Of course, one's always got a seat on the pod, but I'd like set up for just three, just me, Chad, and Lex. And then about the time Chad pulled up, he said that one was on the way. So that was like a cool little addition right there. Having one on board too. Nick, what's up, man? Yeah, we're just chilling, man. Squints615 live. I get on here and run my mouth on Sunday nights for a few minutes. I usually try to be on here for about an hour, but in reality, I'm just old as fuck, and I can't do it sometimes. Last week, I was so fucking tired, dude. I could see it in my face. This week, I'm not, like, super tired. I'm, like, I don't look tired, but I'm tired. Does that make sense? I'm, like, frustrated tired. Like, fuck, I gotta get some fucking sleep. And I still got fucking laundry to do. Fuck laundry. Laundry is only an issue for me when I have to get work clothes ready. Like clothes for work. Like I got a shit ton of clothes. So it's not like I was like, oh, I have nothing to wear. Like I can always find something to wear because I got so many fucking clothes. But work clothes is a little different. I don't have like tons of work clothes. You know what I mean? That guy said he's doing laundry now too. But I literally got to do laundry to wash fucking like 2 or 3 things, and it's just stupid. But I started the laundry, and they're like in between cycles. And my dumb ass is the motherfucker that's going to finish my live and get off and go do other shit and then go to bed and forget to take them out of the wash and put them in the dryer. That's the type shit I do. So then I wake up in the morning and I realize that I never put them in the dryer. And by then, it's too late to immediately just put them in the dryer. Then you have to wash them again because they've sat sour all fucking night. I haven't done that in a long time, but that's just the type shit that I do. Twinning. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Yeah, I wore this today for the pod, too. Got a new Show and Prove shirt today. It is so fire. But I can't show it to you guys because it's kind of new and it's fresh. And we haven't really revealed it yet. But it's across the room, and it's beautiful. And we got a new sign out here in the pod, and like a new, like, I'm going to show y'all that too, probably next week. It's hanging up over there. I had to get the frame right. But what's on the print is also on that new shirt. Bree, you may have seen it, but it's a super fire. And we'll reveal that coming up soon. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That shirt's so fire. Wait till you see the print. Because, like, we printed it out, like, and got it framed and shit. And it's hanging up here in the studio. Super fire. And it's big, too. Bree, fun fact, that's the reason why we're not really showing it yet, because we're going to fix a couple of things. Like, we went ahead and did the shirts, of course, but yeah, but yeah. The final version, I think she's going to change a couple of things. Because on the prints, they look a little funny. You'll see. But the shirts are fucking amazing. Puff puff past my ass is my blunt. I actually know the flavor of this too. It's what is it called? I've got 3. Kenilworth Gumbo, Black Ice, and something runts. Something like it's got a word on it, but I don't remember. Miss Catherine, I'm not sure. I have no idea. You got to talk to Mel about the shirts. You know that. Mel handles all that. Yeah, I ain't sharing. I never share my blunts. Like, everybody gets on to me over here about pass the blunt, Squints. I'm like, no, it's mine. Roll your own blunt. My blunt. That was like the best part about COVID. When COVID hit, bro, it was an excuse to stop smoking with each other. Because I remember that used to be a thing. Like, we roll a blunt and pass it around the room, middle of the pod. Hey, hand me that blunt. Chad was like always fucking bullied into passing blunts because Chad don't smoke. Think about that. So he's like in the rotation. He's got to pass the blunt for us. When COVID hit, it was like, you know what? I don't want to smoke after you. No one in particular. Just it was an excuse. Slim, what up? Yeah, that's right, bro. They're just for like the immediate team, sort of like a collector's edition, so to speak. And that the image was dope enough. It's super fire. Like, that's why it's on the shirt. That's why we got the shirts made. But like, when we printed one out and made it bigger, there's like a couple little things we could tweak, and it look a little better that big. So we're gonna have Advent, however you say his name, have him change it and just a little bit, just so when we print out, we can print one out for everybody, and it look good, like when it's hanging on the wall. Looks great on the shirt, but when it gets out real big, it don't look as good. Miss Catherine, I appreciate that. Did I meet Jam Wayne? Nah, man, I didn't. I was stoked too. Fun fact, I'll tell y'all this, just because y'all the immediate family. But we had a period of time carved out to do a podcast, and as you all know, they were shooting visuals, they were shooting videos and shit. Jam Wayne was in Nashville shooting videos, and the location the day that they planned to come here was in Jolton. And Jolton from here is fucking far. Like that, it's over an hour. So it was all about daylight. It was about how much they could get done, etc. And if time permitted and everybody felt like making that hour-long plus trip to come jump on the pod for a little while, sure, we'll do it. And we were on deck. Chad double backed a little bit earlier. He was on site shooting behind the scenes footage of the videos, and Chad and Chance went ahead and came here, and we all, or me, Chad, and Chance were hanging out here waiting to hear from Jam Wayne and them. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but we did shoot a pod that night. I mean, like, we're always working regardless, but we had the runway clear, but the plane didn't land. But shout out Jam Wayne. I can't wait to meet dude. It's going to happen soon enough. And I love when I get to build a relationship with an artist or a personality or a creator of any sort. I love when I get to build that type of relationship through one of my guys, to where like I get to hear like all these great things about them, and I get to hear about all these different characteristics of the personality, and then like I get my own like what to expect type shit, and I never really miss on that because I hear so much about that person. And it's like when we immediately hit it off based off that. City, you guys haven't heard that name a lot, but City is Twack's brother, and like Twack has so much music coming, it's crazy. But the music that he has out previously, he has a whole joint project with his brother named City, and that's Siddy, like Nashville, the city, but spelled different. Siddy. Perfect example was that right there, bro. Because I had fucking heard about City for so long. I had heard so much of his music. Twack's one of my best friends currently, and I talk to Twack all the time, and I have to reference to City, and never even really kicked it with him. And then as of recently, I finally got to meet City, and it was just like, that's my guy. I've been waiting to meet that guy. It's rare that happens, but I feel like Jam Wayne will be a perfect example of that same scenario. Yeah, he seems cool as a fan. I'm stoked to meet him. Oh, really? At tailgates, smoking big raw. Yeah, I don't really have to. Yeah, I don't partake like that. Or somebody hand me something and I just step to the side and smoke that bitch. I don't know. This is different with weed. Some people, I mean, it's like today on the pod, the guys were making fun of me too because same shit. Beginning of the podcast, I lit one up just like now, and I probably smoked half this blunt since we've been sitting here. But in the pod today, we're 24 minutes into this pod. This thing stayed. I lit this thing as soon as the countdown was finishing, like as soon as I sat down. And then on the pod, same shit today. And about 40 minutes in, it was like roach size, and I made the comment. I said, "Damn, I just sat here and faced that whole blunt." And Lex was like, "I know, bro. I don't know how you do that shit on camera." It don't even faze me like that though. It don't make me like stupid, like a deer in the headlights stupid or anything. And I'm not staring at the camera just saying, none of that weird shit. Yeah, that's it, Bree. It's crazy. I hear so much about people when I meet them. It's like I've known them. Yeah. Like I meeting everyone, I heard a lot about them, and it's like not the first time meeting type shit. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like you've known them through so many experiences and stories and seen pictures and through social media and all that shit. Only thing, you just ain't heard their voice. And even in City's case, I'd heard his fucking voice a million times on 100 fucking records. So it was like, I'm pretty sure I'd talked to him on the phone a couple times. Yeah, I am used to smoking this much. Man, busy work week planned too, man. Also, full time job, and immediately tomorrow after work, we're shooting for one. Tuesday evening. What's going on Tuesday? Something's going on Show and Prove wise. Studio or something. Anyway, Tuesday night I'm moving around. Wednesday night, Lily's got a fucking choir thing at school. I don't know. God, my world never stops. But it's all good. I'm glad that I was able to jump on here and do a live, honestly, because we laid Hartley down to shoot the pod today. Like, if we time it right, Amy was working. So I had Hartley and Lily. Lily's almost 13, so she's good, but Hartley's fucking 3. Every once in a while, we can get Lily to keep an eye on Hartley for an hour and us shoot a podcast. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Today, it wasn't going to work at 1:30. But 1:30 is nap time. So I had to feed Hartley a quick lunch, lay her down for a nap. Laid her down at roughly about 2 o'clock or so. The kids slept till almost 6, I swear. It's probably like 5:40, and I was like, dude, like, I'm going to wake the child up. I don't know how. She may have laid in bed for an hour before she fell asleep. Who knows? But it was 5:40 p.m. and she was still asleep from a nap that she laid down at 2. That's a long fucking nap. I went in there and woke her up, boy. She was not having it. But also, when I laid her down about 9:45, because remember, guys, I used to do the lives at 9 o'clock. Squints615 live at 9. That shit sounded great. But the 9 o'clock, man, it seems like I was always hustling and bustling. And fucking Liliana's bedtime is 9 o'clock. And it got to where I just kiss her goodnight and she'd tuck herself in. Fuck that shit. Like, I want to tuck my kid in every night. It's Hartley. 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 She's a demon. She's wild as fuck. She's amazing. But she's a demon. For sure. Little shit. She's fixing to be 4. She'll be 4 in May. That's crazy as fuck. I can't believe it's already fucking March, bro. Like, where's the fucking year going? I stole the term active game member from you for my daughter. There you go. That's beautiful. She's got a beautiful name. Yeah, we do. That's like a thing with me. I've always tried to give my kids, like, unique names, but, like, cool names, pretty names. Liliana we were set on Lily. Like, me and Amy both were not. Liliana's a beautiful name. We love having a Lily, like her having a nickname and shit, but Liliana's not like a very unique name, but it's, it's not like super common either. So it is what it is. But Liliana Brooklyn's our middle name. Why? I don't know. We just like the way it sounded. But Hartley, I came up with that one. I just pulled that one out of thin air. And Kimura, same thing. Baby Fat, Russell Simmons, like all that type shit. Kimura Lee Simmons was a big thing back when Kimura was a thought. So Kimura was a name that I was so fond of, but Kimura Lee Simmons is Kimora. My Kimura is Kamora. Never have I met another child or heard of another child named Kimura, Kamora, until I met Joy Band and King Ego. Will J, I don't know if you're still in here, but King Ego's daughter's name is Kimura, Kamora. That blew my fucking mind because never have I met one before or heard of one. Yeah, for sure, Brett. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, dude, my oldest just turned 18. That's a phenomenal feat. It's an amazing feeling. Fun fact, I shouldn't say that on camera. I'm not going to. But, yeah, my daughter just turned 18. It's awesome. I can talk about it on camera. I don't see why I can't. I was going to reference the child support. So, this may be bad. I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. I love y'all. In reality, though, child support's a fucked up thing. It's crazy. I've paid a significant amount of child support Kimura's whole life. Me and her mother split up when she was 3 years old, and she just turned 18. So I've been paying child support on that child since she was 3, 15 years straight. I've never missed a payment. Ever. 0 in the arrears. I paid her insurance her whole life. I still continue to pay her insurance now. But I've had it in my mind that on her 18th birthday, I would do a dance that I didn't even know my body was capable of doing when I was told that I no longer had to pay child support. Fun fact. Tennessee law requires that a father pay a child's child support until they're 18 years old or they graduate high school. And in this circumstance, my 18-year-old daughter will not graduate high school until May 18th of this year. So, it being March 3rd, whatever the fucking day is, I got a few more child support payments to pay, and that's it. I told Kimura I continue to pay her insurance because I love her, and I want her to be able to go to the hospital if she needs to. But I ain't paying not a dime more on child support. Miss Catherine says just wait till she hits her teen years. I got three, Miss Catherine. 18, 13, and about to be 4. So, and they're all girls, so seen it all. Yeah, girl dad, 3 girls. Yeah, it's 18 years plus insurance here. Like, you have to pay their insurance here. And that's the motherfucker. Because I pay insurance on all 3 of the girls. But, like, family type shit. You know what I mean? Like family insurance. But it sucks. But just child support alone. That's why I don't mind continuing to pay Kimura's insurance personally. Because, I mean, until she gets a solid job or married or some shit, she's not going to have insurance. She's not going to pay for it on her own. So, I'll continue to pay her insurance. But just not paying child support on one of those children is fucking a game changer for your boy. It's a big deal. But man, it went by so fast. In reality, it went by like so fast. I remember I remember it being such a thing to where I got the call. I remember having the conversation with Kimura's mother on the phone when I had learned that she was going to go to like court and shit. I remember that conversation on the phone. And that was 15 fucking years ago. Shout out Sherry Buchanan. Yeah, it's something like that here, Miss Catherine. It's like 20-something. You can have it on them for a while. Yeah, like 25, some shit. I don't give a shit. She can stay on my insurance. I'm all for it. That's not even a thing. Man, I'm tired. How long have I been doing this? 35 minutes? Yeah, I'm about to get off here. I got to finish that fucking laundry. I got to get ready for the work week. That shit sucks, man. But it is what it is. Like I said, I got tons of stuff to tell you guys about. I just can't tell you guys about too much yet. You know, a bunch of new music coming from the guys, a bunch of new pods lined up, a bunch of new Chat Orange TV interviews lined up. I'm sure Mel's got something brewing with some new merch coming for you guys very soon. And also some other announcements coming. Some stuff that we're very anxious to tell you guys about. And we just got to get all the details in line and make sure that, make sure everything's ironed out before we make. There's certain announcements we just can't make until we make sure all details are clear and final. But got some shows coming up. Y'all be sure to check out the guys' social media platforms and look for them to come to your city and shows, etc. All that shit's achievable. Be able to hit one of us up on social media and we'll come to your city. Not a big deal. Shout out to the 21 of you watching. However you're watching, shout out Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. It's Squints615 Live. We do this every Sunday night at 10 p.m. So if you've had a good time and you dropped a comment, shout out to everyone over here dropping comments. I appreciate the fuck out of you. Do me a favor, though. Be sure to hit like on the video, share it, do something. Tell everybody next week about the live. I'm going to come in here with a little better attitude next week so I can have a little pep in my step. But yeah, man. Big S&P. I know what the fuck's going on, man. It's Squints615 live. Y'all check out the podcast. Chad and Mel will be live either tomorrow or Tuesday night. I think they're gonna do it Tuesday night. Oof, I don't know. I always get confused on that day. And then podcast Friday morning 10 a.m. Y'all tap the fuck in. I got some shit to say. Y'all know what it is, man. Squint615 live. I'm out this bit.